beta, knowing there are all kinds of bugs, knowing that the PC controls are not supported, and then go on to state, well, we're going to work with the community to develop our PC controls. Meanwhile, it's a zombie survival game. It's not rocket science to come up with a PC control strategy, like a keyboard and mouse control strategy, right? So I didn't understand that. I had words with them too, and I just don't agree with them, releasing it on Steam for the same price as they release it on Xbox 360 and then calling it a beta, and going into it knowing there are going to be tons of bugs. And I'm just I went and read the forums, and there's nothing but posts about issues, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't like that.
I mean, that is a bit crappy. And I mean, the way they worded it was pretty poor as well. Like the way they did it, like, and like it's not like you didn't like support the game. You bought it when it came out on Xbox, and you played the crap out of it. And I mean, and then again, the same things happened again, where features are falling away. I mean, it's just. I feel sorry for some of these. Like, I do feel sorry for some of these smaller developers because they do get suckered in. I mean, you talked about that as well. The fact that it's more or less the publisher that's restricting some of these guys.
Well, I think that is what is happening to a degree. They probably won't admit it, but I mean, when they come out and state, well, the price is $20, but that's not our decision. That's the publisher's decision.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're actually stating that, I mean, if I'm partnered with a publisher, let's say I'm a game dev and I'm partnered with a publisher, and the publisher is dictating the price, I wouldn't go out of my way to identify, well, the price is like that because they said it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, hey, this is the price. This is the price. I'm in business with my publisher. We don't point fingers. This is the price that we came up with, right?
Yeah, you stand by your publisher, and it just makes good business. Because the publisher will stand back and go, okay, these guys are awesome. Whereas if you're going like, oh my god, these guys, it was their fault. They're the ones that set the price. And it's like, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bags.
But I think they released it a little bit too early on PC. They should have had, again in this GTA 5 online, and I was having some words with somebody on Twitter about it. He's basically justifying that it's okay for the game to be completely unplayable after 3 days. After the release of 3 days,
I wouldn't agree with that.
And what?
I wouldn't even agree with that.
No, but and then he referred to, well, they stated before it came out that there would be bugs. I mean, if you're coming out as a developer, if you're coming out ahead of a game release, saying, hey, we're going to launch on this day, but there's going to be all kinds of bugs. There's going to be buggy as hell. Then don't release it. Take a couple more weeks. Take another month. Whatever. Like, work through the issues. You're going to launch knowing that it's going to be unplayable. I'm sure they didn't think it would be completely unplayable. But,
Yeah, they obviously, like, I don't know what happened. Like, I would love to know. You'll never know, but I would love to know what happened because of the fact that, like, I'm sorry, but it was completely, like, that tutorial section was completely broken.
Yeah.
Like, that's what was stopping everybody, and even everybody had issues with it.
Oh god, Sully wants to be added into the call.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Here we go.
Payday's the same thing. Payday 2, but the thing, and it was sold as a complete game when really it was sort of a beta. They were still working on issues, and I agree they probably could have held off releasing that game until they had more done with it. But at the same time, it was still playable and it was still enjoyable. Excuse me.
Oh, I just realized Steam was downloading that game. I was like,
the call just crashed.
Yeah, Sully's gonna rage about Deadlinger. Oh, excuse me.
Oh my god, hold on. My Skype is crashing. Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
The other thing you gotta remember, well, I guess Payday 2 was $30, but I mean, it's not like it was a $50 or $60 full game, right?
What's that? I mean, I'm never going to get angry at Rockstar, but I'm disappointed that it took this long for them to get through the issues.
Well, we don't even know yet. They got supposedly a title update coming tomorrow. Who knows when it's going to be released, and who knows if after that title update are people going to be able to get past that and actually be playing?
Fair point. But
no, dude. Okay, stop dissing a good game. No, I diss a game. My game is unplayable. I'll diss it all I want. 3 days after release, my game is completely unplayable. That's not acceptable, and I'll diss it all I want.
Right, wait. You can diss a game because of the fact of your opinion of that game. You're created your opinion based on your playtime, Spider. This is you're basing your opinion on your playtime on it. He is saying it's a good game because he's probably playing it on that. I mean, Spider's not dissing the fact that the actual single player side of the game is fantastic.
Yeah, well, I'm not dissing the game at all. It's not the game. It's Rockstar.
It's how this came about.
Yeah. I mean,
don't be hating. You know what? You can just go have a little 10 minutes out. Because of the fact that we have our own opinions and we're not hating on the game. We're hating on a publisher that isn't really doing a very good job of supporting the consoles that it released on. Like, I'm sorry, like, that should not have happened. Like, if you put a tutorial in your online section, which is fine, it happens. It happens. You put tutorials in your online section. But if you're going to put it in there and that's what's breaking your online multiplayer section, you've obviously built that part of the game wrong. You've done something seriously wrong.
Yeah, or they didn't anticipate. Like, people keep saying, "Well, they didn't know how many people would be on." Yeah,
I don't care. No, the server side, I expect every time there's a big release, there's always going to be server issues every single time. But
to add, quick thing. It wasn't just Rockstar's fault. There was an issue with Sony.
No, I know, but
as well, it's not just entirely Rockstar that shit the bed, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it still comes down to, Rockstar and whatever. If Sony did something wrong, okay, that's fine. Did they do something wrong, or is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Possibility that something went wrong. Sony said we've done something wrong that's limiting people from playing.
No, but I know. But is that because of lack of communication from Rockstar saying, "Hey, you need to set this up"? Like, I don't know how they work together to put together the servers. I have no idea. So, I mean, regardless, I'm when I say
the Social Club. If anything's to blame Social Club, because that's their form of DRM, and it's super annoying that you have to have it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They told you this might happen, so that justifies it. So I'm going to release a game, but I'm going to tell you, hey, the game may or may not work. Does that
It's the full game. It shouldn't have 3 days worth of problems.
So when the game comes out and you can't play it, that means you can't bitch about it. You can't say, "Hey, Rockstar, your effing game doesn't work," just because 2 days prior to releasing the game they said, "Well, it may or may not work." No, that's crap. That's crap. That's like me setting myself up for failure and then, pointing my finger at you, bitching about it because I told you I'd fail. Like, give me a freaking break.
When they knew we would have probably had more respect for them if they turned around and went, "Look, like, even 2 days before release, even if it was like the Sunday before or the day before, and they went, "Look, we're really sorry, we're having to delay it. It's not to the state we want it to be. It's bug filled and all that." They could have been completely honest with it.
Allow skipping of cutscenes,
and we would have been like, "Thank you, that's fine." We would have been fine. We'd have been annoyed, like, "Oh, come on, I really want to play it."
Yeah.
But at this point now, we're more frustrated with the game than we would have been if we had to get delayed. Like, I was already frustrated with the waiting for Grand Theft Auto because it was delayed from, I think it was supposed to get released in March or something like that originally, and then it got put down to October or end of September, and that way I was desperate for it. So I was already waiting for that long a time, and but I mean. The issues is that tutorial section that's a big deal, because I can now, like, literally go on, switch to my character, start up a session, and it just loads up fine.
Well, and that's the worst part, though, right? Because now you have people that can do that, and then the rest of us are just we can't even freaking load up the stupid first race.
Yeah, you're
I got it to load up once, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens when I try and join a friend. Instantly hard locked my console.
Well, you should have just kept going until you were done all that single player stuff.
Yeah, I should have. I was just way too tired to even do anything last night. I just wanted to see what was going to happen,
I mean,
and it just hard locked the console. That shouldn't happen. It shouldn't lock my console.
there was even an issue to do with the game, the multiplayer section, right? This is the funny thing. It defaults when it defaulted to Michael whenever you left Grand Theft Auto Online to go back to the single player.
Mm-hmm.
It would default to Michael, and no spoilers, but there is a section where Michael is not a couple sections where you don't have access to Michael. And
what happens if that?
It's just like, and it would just crash the game wouldn't know what to do.
Mm.
And I mean, that's one of the things you think they would have tested. Like you put that in your story. There's purposeful points where you can't access characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's reasons for it in the storyline, and then you don't go. By the way, oh yeah, but we've defaulted that to go back to the. Oh right. So
whoops.
yeah, instead of thinking like, what was the last character that he was playing, send them back to that. Which I think they did do. They fixed that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I can I go back to like Trevor and stuff like that all the time.
Mm.
Because I'm never off Trevor. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know your obsession with Trevor. Don't worry.
Dada, Papa.
So, did you want to say something about Deadlinger?
Oh my God! Save your money. Don't buy it yet. It's still early. Okay, so it's early alpha. So I'll give them that, and I'll keep playing it anytime a new build comes out because it has potential. But right now, all the zombies look exactly the same. Down to the clothing. All the houses are the same, to the exact same layout. Yeah, okay, they're spread apart and stuff like that. They've got some cool concepts. They've got some good ideas. But like, I went into a house, found a gun, found a box of bullets beside it. Bullets were not the right size for the gun. It was like a 22 rifle, but it was like 12 gauge shells. Like, okay, whatever. Picked up a bunch of food, left the house, started walking, found another house.
Mm-hmm.
Gun in the exact same position where it was in the first house. Same gun.
All right.
Food in the same spot in the exact same position. It was just like copy and pasted. And the only thing that was different was there was a melee weapon. And I don't understand why they let you punch, because it's completely ineffective against zombies. There's no way I wasn't able to do anything with melee on a zombie.
Even on like hitting them in the head or whatever?
I was punching it and they were just biting me.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I was able to die or not, because all I had to do was just run away slightly, and then my health would just regen, and I'd be fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like $20 right now. It does have multiplayer working right now,
Okay.
and you can get servers set up, which is, like I said, a cool concept. They use like the Minecraft concept where you just type in the seed, and it generates a random world for you, which is, like I said, cool.
Mm-hmm.
They boast of a massive world, but again, I haven't seen it. I couldn't play it too long because it's very buggy. A lot of frame droppage for no reason, because I think it's just the world rendering in, or even just the graphics rendering in. And yeah, I did not have fun playing it, and I will definitely I'll play it more because, like I said, it sounds good, looks good, just not good yet.
Yeah.
But it's
So,
alpha.
but what do you think about them? We had the conversation about it just seems more and more of these games are going that way. Hey, we're in alpha, come support us for $20. What do you think about that?
The price is a little much, but they do plan on raising the price as they get farther along in development.
Mm-hmm.
They've stated this, so $20 to get into the alpha, plus, say if they bump it up to 30 for the beta and say 40 for full release, I'm okay with that. They're stating I don't know what the difference is going to be, but they're stating it is a lowered price for alpha, and you get all your updates for free.
So,
It's just, I regret paying $20 for this game.
well,
I wish it was
exactly,
cheaper.
but yeah, so you're justifying the $20, but then you're saying, yeah, I regret paying $20. For
it makes
the game
sense.
and
It
state
makes
it's
sense to
in.
doing it. It's just the game is so unfinished right now because they just changed the engine. So, which means they just wiped everything and starting from square one.
So why did they
Because
do
just
that
replaced the
just
engine.
after releasing it on Steam?
They did it to put on Steam, I guess. Like the second it was that update that came up on Steam, which is build like 010, was the one that got them on Steam, or was
How
what
is
got them
that?
onto the early access program at least.
That is insane. I don't know.
But yeah, it's just so broken right now. It's hard. I'm trying to like it, but I don't know. I'll wait. It's definitely
Trying to like it.
Well, it's funny actually, because I brought this up to you a while ago. Actually, I don't know if you remember this, but this was like early in the year. But like, it was early in the year where I was linking this game because you were asking.
Yeah.
about
No,
other zombie games and whatnot.
I had seen it,
And it was like an alpha and
Yeah.
had multiplayer and stuff like that. It was just, well, we'll sit on it and see. And it came up on Steam again. I'm like, well, I'll take a look.
Yeah.
It looked cool and stuff like that. The images and stuff, everything looks all good, but yeah. I watched they have a devlog on the Steam page.
Yeah.
I tried watching it, but it's very cringeworthy at some points
Why?
because they like to. Oh, the guy was like swearing unnecessary, but they had to bleep it out.
And it's one of the devs.
Yeah, one of the devs.
Nice.
He's talking about the new updates, and it's like, oh yeah, you guys didn't know we did bleep, and it's like, well, we changed our engine, but you guys didn't effing know that. And it's like, and he's showing a bunch of links, like, oh, they're changing the engine, blah, blah, blah. It was just kind of dumb. Yeah, they did change the Unity engine though, and it's a decent. I do like that engine for like indie games and stuff like that. Dungeon Land, a game that Hyper owns, runs off that. That'd be a fun game. We should get Hyper or Spider to play that.
How much is
Remember how laggy that thing was?
How much is Minecraft right now? Like, if you were to buy Minecraft right now,
$30, I think.
is it 30?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go for it.
It's up there.
Yeah, you can get it. Well, you can check Steam because they sell it.
Yeah,
Don't they?
there are 57 games on Steam right now for early access, and I only see that getting that amount,
It's
that number getting larger
20
and
euro.
larger.
€20 for Minecraft.
Why are you quoting euro?
Because that's what they list on their website.
Really? Oh, okay. I thought you were looking up on Steam. I'm like,
No, I looked it up on the website.
So yeah, and that Cube World. I mean, those guys. I mean, we said
The
it before.
devs are showing that they just took the money and run. They
Yeah.
got popular.
Yeah.
People bought their game and they took it and
said
run.
they said, "Man, see you later. We're just gonna take
It
the money."
was it was a 2-person development team, and it was Wooly and his wife. So
It's too bad because it had some potential, you know.
it did, and people are modding it. It looks like people are like making mods for it and stuff like that.
It's almost
But,
like they thought, right? We'll just like we'll let them just kind of do it from here on out. We'll build them the base like now.
I
See you
doubt
later.
it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like we built them the base. We'll build this base game, and then we'll like, there's our money. Right, see you later.
Yeah, they got the money and they're gonna run away.
I mean, their Twitter, nothing since August 19th.
Mm-hmm. No, they,
See, and
they
that's the
completely
risk.
just disappeared.
That's the risk that you run. Again,
Yeah.
you know, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all these, early access, all these games with early access.
It's a
and
risk.
It's the risk, and I don't like. I don't
Sometimes
like it.
it's,
It's just it's.
Well,
it just seems to
the-
be
the game
growing.
I've kickstarted a game. I don't know if you yeah, I told you this. You made a video about it a while ago. Of Wasteland 2, I kickstarted it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not out yet. I'm still getting updates on it. I just got an update about an hour ago, talking about what they're adding into it and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I'm not saying early
they always
access
show
is stupid.
screenshots
I'm
and
not.
stuff.
I'm not saying early access is stupid. I'm just saying
no, it has potential. It's just you're
that it's
taking a risk.
risky and. Yeah, well, we're not playing zombies anymore, so
They're done. They're done, guys.
The title has been changed. So yeah, I don't know.
You kickstarted the Ouya. What the hell?
Who?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
good
working.
start for you.
Something in the chat.
Oh, really?
Have you heard what they did recently?
No.
They
Who?
changed a rule, the Ouya, because they were trying to get people to develop games for like the Ouya, right?
Yeah.
And their thing was like, okay, well, if you ask for funds, or if you can show up like whatever up to like $250,000 to make a game, we'll
Yeah, it was
out
part of
borrow, they will
Kickstarter. It
double
was part of Kickstarter.
Yeah, so they changed
Yeah.
that rule a little bit, and it's at their discretion whether or not that company will get the money if they were developing a game.
Mhm.
Well,
Instead
because they
of
got shit
just
on
being-
because there were scams, like people were running scams, and
Of course.
yeah, well, of
Some
course,
people-
exactly. But now it's
there
by
was-
their
there was a-
discretion. That sucks.
Yeah, there was an article a while back that was before you can do anything with the Ouya, you have to have a credit card in it. You have to have credit card information on it. You can't log in. You can't do anything.
Is that true, or
unless
is
you
that-
have a credit card? That's what this article was saying. This was like he probably had a kickstarted version of it, and this was I'd say maybe about 2 months ago. I read this, at least a month or two.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And yeah, it was. He had the thing, and it was like, yeah, I can't do anything until I put in the console or I put in my credit card information. I did, and sure enough, there's no prices listed anywhere. You don't know if you're buying a game or a demo, if the game is free, if it costs $100, or if it costs
Really?
anything. You don't. Yeah, there's just nothing is listed.
That's
No
weird.
prices, no nothing. It was very, very barren.
So how
No
are they
filtering
doing
whatsoever.
anyway? Like probably crap.
I haven't heard anything, so no news is good news.
You mean
Well,
no news is no news? No news is means no one's buying anything on the Ouya at all.
Well, they're making a bunch of money because there's probably like a bunch of guys who are like, well, I'm just going to make a $15,000. This game's going to cost you $100 to buy it, and that's it.
That is so weird.
Tom's Hardware. This is I'm on Wiki, right? This is the Wiki retail reception. This is the first that was Tom's Hardware summarized early media reviews of the Ouya as lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Yeah, yeah. Found the
Some people
Ouya
must
had a
like
number
it,
of
but-
serious faults. They mentioned the subpar control and the connectivity issues. Games which worked flawlessly on smartphones but stuttered on the console. Also, they remarked that there are just enough worthwhile. There just aren't enough worthwhile games to play.
I like this comment. Ouya, more like the Sia.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the things that people commented on was like you can just get an emulator for like say like Super Nintendo or any other like old school console stuff and play it on the Ouya, but you can do it just on like your PC just fine. Like you're turning your Ouya into nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
That's
it's just it's just early access Steam box.
Yeah, basically.
Failed.
Why would I buy a Steam box, man? That's just another.
The Steam
I have my
box is just
PC.
a way
I
to
play on my
video
PC.
game.
I have my PC right here. What the hell do I need a Steam box for?
It's just the Steam box is just a way to play PC games on your TV. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it, and it's just taking away the need, the desperate need for, like to have the beast set up. You can actually just throw it up on your screen. and
Well,
have a controller.
the thing I like better is the what's the one that Sony's come out with, the Vita TV or something.
I've not really read much about that, but I've heard about it. Yeah.
It's the size of a deck of cards, and you just plug it in your TV upstairs, and you can stream whatever content on that TV. Like it's like a TV set box, but you can stream games, you can play games with it, you can watch whatever. I don't know. I don't know all the details, but it looks kind of interesting. I mean, I have a PS3 upstairs, so presumably I can buy this thing for however much it's going to be and basically replace that PS3, and it's like again the size of this deck of cards.
Yeah.
So
Just to answer your question, big picture Axel is the same thing. It's just a way to play it on TV.
Big Picture was basically the beta,
Beta.
for what they were planning. They threw it on everybody's Steam just to see how people liked it and how the interface worked and that, and then
See
they
if
were like,
people use their TVs with it because it was
Yeah.
for your TV.
yeah, that was basically it. Yeah, it was for it was basically so you could control Steam with a controller. That's all they were testing it with.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm see with the release of the PS4, I really should probably start looking at a Vita of some sort.
yeah,
Considering the whole like the connectivity with it, and there is games on the Vita that I want to. I mean, I want to play the Assassin's Creed game that was on the Vita because I played the Assassin's Creed game that was on the PSP. I know. I also want to play the other Uncharted game.
Yeah, I'd probably. I don't know. I've thought about getting one, but honestly, you can't record anything off of it, so there's really no point for me.
I mean, I don't. It's one of the ones that I still want. I want to play it, but
It's a
like,
guilty pleasure.
yeah, because like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm a gamer. I hardly leave this room what I'm in right now.
Well, I
Like,
wonder. I wonder if they'll come up with something where you can stream the gameplay to like your PC or something.
Oh, that's right, Hydra. Thank you. The Assassin's Creed game on the Vita is getting an HD remake for the PS3.
Oh, oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
so I don't even need that. Yeah.
You don't need a Vita.
You're
That's
good.
funny.
Well, you still got to get the Uncharted one.
Yeah, I know. The golden.
But was that PSP or was that Vita itself?
It was a Vita release title.
Well, Xerox Nova. I mean, it's basically for those exclusives, right? And I've already stated that my order of purchasing games is PC first, generally speaking, then PS4, and then Xbox One. But they're definitely exclusives that I want to play. So
There's
And
definitely.
I'm so glad that all the major games, like the 3 major titles that you mentioned in your tweet before or earlier, they're all getting PC releases.
yeah,
I think the only one that's iffy on getting a PC release was Destiny. But even then, I really don't care about Destiny that much. I want to play The Division.
yeah, Division is
and
gonna be
this
awesome.
Other one. The
Yeah.
other one that you mentioned, I completely
Titanfall.
forget. Titanfall, which is like Xbox and PC. Like, oh, yes.
Yep.
The supposed COD killer. That's in quotation marks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's going to be good, and I can't wait.
Titanfall PC for sure.
Yeah, PC's up there now, like for games, but there's set like I don't know.
Yeah,
There's,
that's purely just because the consoles. It's purely because the consoles are adapting and using more PC technology and not their fancy like new processor like the core processor, whatever it was.
what a shame! You know,
PS3 used.
oh, that's horrible. You know, the PS3 was trying. Sony were trying to push the boundaries of gaming technology.
They did.
At the time.
They did. And you
Yeah.
know what? Not many people liked it, apparently.
No,
No.
nobody wanted to change.
Well, of course not. Why would it?
Well, the only game that I want to play that is basically an Xbox One exclusive is Dead Rising 3. That's it. That is the only exclusive that Xbox has that I'm interested in playing for now. For right now, anyway.
That's purely Xbox
Again,
One.
Titanfall is not. It'll be on PC, so I'll be probably looking
Well,
for
and
that
you
on
never know.
PC.
Dead Rising 3 might make its way onto PC, considering Dead Rising 2 was on PC.
Yeah.
You guys tried Dead Rising 2, right?
Yeah, I got dead bored with the loading screens.
Have you guys tried Off the Record?
No.
Dead Rising 2 Off the Record?
No.
That's the better version of the game. It's not a sequel. It's it's related to the Dead Rising 2 story, but it's different, and it uses the same character from Dead Rising 1, and it's a lot better than Dead Rising 2.
Wow.
Dead Rising 2
I'll
Off the
be
Record
waiting for
is
Dead
much better.
Rising 3.
Yeah.
And I'll play Halo. Like I'll look at Halo 5 or whatever when it comes out. Sure, but that's who knows. That'll be like next year, right? Like next year around this time, likely.
And it's 343. Like, did they do really good with Halo 4? Can anyone actually confirm that?
I don't know.
They probably sold fine.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, did the whole
They didn't
MLG
break any
thing?
new ground, right?
Did the whole MLG pick them back up or no?
No, MLG dropped him after
Yeah.
Reach.
Because they were
They
were trying to get back in with Halo 4, but
Halo 2 was the reason why MLG was created. Like that was their game, and that's why it stayed with them for Halo 3 and Reach. But it just everyone stopped playing it, and everyone went to more Twitch based, which is like Call of Duty and stuff.
I played the campaign for Halo Reach. I thought was fantastic.
You did a lot of multiplayer or co-op with that.
Yeah,
one,
we
too.
did. We
You
did a
streamed
bunch
it all.
we did a bunch of multiplayer on that. I thought it was good. Yeah, whatever. We know you don't like
It had a good story. Okay, if anything.
Yeah, I like
Halo
the
Reach has
campaign.
a good story.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I thought it was absolutely
Multiplayer was a little meh,
fantastic.
but to be honest, it still had a good story. I like the story.
Yeah. Well, it was one of those. It was like, I played through Halo 4, and honestly, I think Halo Reach was like way better than Halo 4. Number one, I mean, I think mostly because it was like you're up against huge odds, and you know that you're gonna freaking not make it, basically. And it was so awesome, the ending, and just how some of the characters died and stuff. I thought it was really well done.
No, and I like the fact, like, they talked, like you watched all the characters do everything, right? Like you had I'd say, I was going to try and avoid the spoiler, but the game's like how old? But it was like, where you see all the characters die and stuff like that, and you got attached to them somewhat.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the story itself was just great.
Yeah. Going to Halo 4 where it's Master Chief and he's gonna come out on top, and it's just, I don't know, he whatever. I just like the story of Halo Reach way better than Halo 4. And I didn't play the first three, so.
Well, you played a little bit of multiplayer of 3, but no,
yeah.
I totally understand where Reach was team-based, where you had teammates most of the time, where you're playing Halo 4 or any other of the Halo games, and it's like, I'm a one-man army. I'm just going to kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. You were, unstoppable.
What else are we going to talk about?
Hopefully no more Halo.
Hold on.
God.
I do not recommend a game called Day One, Gary's Incident.
No.
Oh, I was looking at that one.
That's an avoid at all costs.
Why?
I've seen a video of it, and it's bad.
Really?
It's super bad. Yeah, I'll link you the video afterwards, and you can take a look at it yourself. But it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I guess is that the downfall though of Steam opening up like this whole green light thing, and which is basically green light is a popularity contest, basically, nothing more, like nothing more. And opening up to all this early access, like, are we just seeing a lot of crap games come in because of it?
I think it's just the indie games, right?
Yeah.
Day One was actually a failed Kickstarter. Like Day One, Gary's Incident.
Mm-hmm.
It started off as a failed Kickstarter. And your game's not going to do well when your Kickstarter fails at least once or twice. No one's interested in. And yeah, okay, it's a survival crafting game and stuff like that. And the concepts looked good, but just the gameplay itself just did not work.
I don't know.
On the plus side, we got some cool stuff on the Gmod server working.
Yeah. Such as?
We've changed a lot of the rules around for Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Okay.
We've got some maps. We've got some new maps. We've completely changed the rules. We completely changed the way in-game voice works. So instead, before, if you were using the in-game voice, everyone in the map can hear you.
Right.
Now it's just a space around you. Like if I'm on one side of the map, I have to be close to someone to hear them.
Oh, that's cool.
Which it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I've added some cool weapons. Some new weapons for traders, detectors.
We should play. Let's just play some TTT. Or you guys are probably working it.
I think. Well, Taw's done for the day. I think I was playing it right before you guys were in. I'm like, I want in. I think everyone's pretty much played out at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's getting pretty late.
Yeah, it's getting.
The karma system now has been changed.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's persistent, so anytime you disconnect or change the map, it's going to stay. But we're trying to stem like the whole random killing of people.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of it being like up to like me or Tal or any of the other admins to enforce a rule like, hey, stop killing people, it's more of, hey, if you're going to kill people, you're going to get punished.
Yeah.
And the punishment is hard. Like it's not a easy punishment.
Crap.
But you can't get banned. We removed the banning. So you cannot get banned.
Right.
So in other words, you just if you do mess it up so much, you're just going to end up doing no damage.
At 0 karma, this was tested. At 0 karma, you do 90% less damage.
Nice. This
And at a round where you do nothing, if you do not fire your gun or do nothing, you get 150.
Really?
Yeah. So
Why?
That's... Well, you didn't do anything, so you've done a good act because you didn't randomly.
Yeah,
kill
but
people.
I don't think it should be moved up past 100%.
Well, you don't do any extra damage.
No, it
that's
means
that's how much karma you gain per.
Yeah, how much you
Person.
go back up.
Oh, okay.
But no, we do go
Alright.
over. We do go over 1,000, but there's no damage increase.
This thief game looks pretty interesting. I like these images.
It's a. I would say it's a remake, but it's a re-release, I guess.
Really?
Because there's like, I think what would I consider it more like? Because there's plenty of thief games. I own a bunch of them. They came out years ago. Like
Yeah, but I mean, this is
Yeah.
a new game. This is completely
Yeah,
new.
it's not out till next year.
Yeah.
I laughed when it popped up on Steam the other day. Pre-purchase. I'm like, it's not until 2014.
yeah, Thief Deadly Shadows. It's highly rated.
Yeah, but it's 5 months, dude. How many months prior to COD can you pre-order? Probably 8 or 7.
Yeah, but there's
For a while, yeah.
yeah,
But
but
it
there's
is Square
difference
that's
between
released.
pre-order. You can put down like $5 or whatever, $10 on that. This is actually you paying full price for a game that you're not going to play for like 6 months.
I did that with Black Ops 2 though on PC. I pre-ordered it really early, like an
Yeah.
idiot. I regret that.
When is Elder
I'd
Scrolls
actually-
Online out now?
No, they're still. I think it's closed beta right now.
What's that?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, it's closed. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have recommended it anyways. I'm hearing not so good things about that.
Yeah.
Not 100%. I haven't seen any videos.
It's another MMO that
It's
The
the standard
MM
MMO. They're not doing
Yeah.
anything new. So
MMOs
if you don't
don't
like
work.
WoW, it was I guess Star Wars. You played Star Wars online, like the one. It's very similar to the Star Wars Old Republic MMO, where it's like, oh, you just press like the same buttons over and over and over again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
yeah. I like being involved in my combat.
You guys want?
I don't mind the whole cool special effects and fancy moves and all that, but
You should check out Guild Wars then, Hyper.
I've tried it.
Hmm.
Honestly, like I'm struggling with like MMOs. They just don't grab my attention. They need something to overhaul them just to give them a little kick in the butt. So
I enjoyed Star Wars. I was debating on whether or not to play Guild Wars or not. Really am. Just something casual to play.
Guild
The PvP system is actually not bad.
There's so many new games coming out. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think it'll be good. Somebody asked
Sure.
about Battlefield
Sure.
4, but I don't think Hyper and Sully really have an opinion.
I don't have
since
Origin installed on my computer.
Yeah, there you go. And Hyper hasn't been able to
dislike
play the
EA.
beta, so
but even after they tweeted at you,
Oh, I still hate you for that. Oh my god.
what?
Hyper
Hyper-
got EA to tweet at me or
Oh,
Origin
really?
to tweet at me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's so good. It was such a great night.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
Nice.
Because they asked a question and then Hyper responded and then he answered it and he's like, oh, what kind of character does he like? I'm like, are you serious?
I'm so good.
Nice.
So
The
upset.
Division is going to be awesome. It looked really good at E3.
Division looks cool.
Yeah.
And that's probably like it's probably like the first Tom Clancy game that I'm actually really interested in playing. Which is kind of sad that he passed
That
away. but-
reminds me as well. Rainbow Six Patriots is due as well next year. I like the Rainbow Six games, like the squad-based side of it. It's really interesting.
But Watch Dogs is going to be pretty cool too. That's going to
Oh, yeah,
you know,
Watch Dogs. That's what I was thinking. They're
E3
getting a piece.
2012. They blew away everybody with that game. So
Oh,
Leave it to Ubisoft to not have any leaks until the game comes out.
well, hey, what about they're hiring 500 more people with a new studio in Montreal? Go Canada!
cheap labor.
Ubisoft is based in Montreal.
I know.
Yeah.
No, but they did really well. Like they did extremely well on that that day, because when they were built, showing off all their stuff, even like the driving, what was that game called? The Crew. Like, I know you guys are probably not interested in driving games, but like me and Court who enjoy that game kind of game. We're both kind of like, oh, that looks interesting.
Well, I might after playing GTA 5, I might have a little more love for games like that. I have fun driving around GTA 5.
Yeah.
Just as long as you don't go back to GTA 4, you would never like the driving in GTA 4 is so bad.
Yeah, you would not enjoy it. No, you would not enjoy it.
But yeah, I just GTA 5, man. I'm full speed everywhere I go. I don't care. I don't slow down for anybody.
Hey Spider, are you going to play Pac-Man on your stream?
Pac-Man?
The new Pac-Man game that just came out. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Pac-Man Championship Edition Deluxe.
Yeah, well, I crash. Sometimes I crash, but you know, still.
Mistakes are made.
Yeah. It's fun. Plus you get you know, reaction from the AI and people getting all pissed off at you and freaking out. People, you know, getting knocked unconscious and sitting on their freaking horns with their head. It's fun, man.
What the hell are you doing, Ubisoft?
What?
Dude, I own Galaga, man, at the arcade. I own Galaga.
I'm looking at Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So I'm going to play it on PC because I'm not going to be able to get it on like PS4.
They dropped the ball. I would be very careful with the PC. They've been iffy on their PC releases.
Well, this is what's weird about it. Like, I'm looking at like there's the special edition, right? I'm like, okay, like let's do this. Oh look, 1st of November. That's cool. Yeah, blah blah blah. Gives you the special edition, what's involved in it. So I'm like, I wonder. Oh, there's a Uplay Digital Deluxe version. I wonder what that's on that. Oh look, doesn't launch to the 22nd of November. Like that makes no sense. Like basically a month after the original release of the game, they're going to release a digital deluxe version. So I don't think that's right. I think they've made a mistake in their store, and I might tweet at them and be like, "Excuse me, is this true? Because that's stupid."
I'm just reading the Arkham Origins. This is kind of weird. New online mode.
Yeah.
Play online with friends and foes in 3v3v2 gameplay.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. So you got
from what I've seen, it's gang. One gang, I think it was Joker versus another gang. I don't remember the other gang. I think it might have been Riddler or something like that. Versus Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Okay, so gameplay that blends traditional
gang versus hero.
Traditional Arkham gameplay with third-person shooter mechanics. Hunt as Batman or Robin, against the most challenging opponents yet, friends and other gamers online, or take a walk on the dark side as a supervillain elite and be part of the Joker or Bane's gang. Gamers playing as a supervillain elite will also have a chance to seize control of either the Joker or Bane for a limited amount of time.
Bane's gang.
Dude, we might both have to get this game.
Are you guys getting it on PC?
I was planning on
PS3 or
PS3.
Yeah.
They do have Arkham. They have Arkham City for PC. I don't know if it was. Oh yeah, they got Arkham Origins on Steam.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I know that it's on Steam. Well, no, Spider sent me a link about something pretty more interesting. That GOG thing.
Oh yeah. Is it still available?
I don't know. I've not looked, but because I didn't look because I read that article and I'm like, I was planning on getting it on PS3 anyway because that's where I played the last two. I mean, I do own Arkham City on PC, but it came with my PC.
The only thing is, like, it's not going to be available until, like, even on PC, it won't be available until 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Why do they release games at 1 p.m. in the afternoon on Steam?
Because Steam doesn't update until 11 a.m.
Not always.
There's games that are available at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's I guess they either update at midnight if the game is having like a midnight release. Otherwise, they'll just
but why wouldn't all games be midnight?
PST, because they're weird. Because it's a Seattle-based company, so everything's coming out at 11 in the morning for them.
That's pretty good.
What? That makes no sense.
It's just the way they've done it.
Yeah, but dude,
Or
it's
10 in the morning, I
a
guess.
lot of games are available at midnight.
It's Steam. They control the markets. They can do whatever the hell they want, right?
Yeah, but then okay, I'll just forget